It's hot in the land, but I still trying to bet a band. No, I have to try. Today I got the do-rag on because obviously my hair is it's not good. So if you see me in the next couple of videos with the do-rag on, don't say nothing. Just know I type shit. What do you YouTube family? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today, as y'all seen in the title, we'll be predicting NBA standings. Now, why I want to do this, I don't know, but it's the preseason. Dallas got smoked. Whatever I posted, other teams got smoked. It doesn't matter. I just feel like posting some basketball stuff instead of 2K stuff. So let's get into it on me. Real quick before we even get started, I'm gonna show you guys. Before we get started, I'm going to show you guys the ESPN's predictions, just so y'all can get a sense of like their knowledge to my knowledge. And maybe similar, maybe not, but I glanced at it, but I didn't like study it, see who was the fourth, fifth. I just seen names and team names and things of that nature. So we're gonna check out, for this video, we're gonna do the Eastern Conference. No, we're gonna do Western. Western Conference got red on. Red is like the Western Conference. So I'm gonna do the Western Conference. Next video with the Eastern Conference. Y'all ready? Here we go. So here's the Western Conference, ESPN's Western Conference predictions. All right, so they got the Grizzlies number 1, the Timberwolves number 2, the Nuggets number 3, Warriors 4, Suns 5, Pelicans 6, Kings 7, Lakers 8, 9, Mavericks 10, Clippers. They're lying. This sucks, honestly. I mean, I can see what they're doing. They don't think good teams are gonna win many games, if that makes sense. Like, they don't think the good teams are gonna win, like teams that were good a lot last year. They don't think contending teams are gonna be the best record teams in the West. I get that. I can see what you're saying, especially after last season we had the 8th seed or the 7th seed Lakers or whatever seed Lakers make it to the Western Conference Finals. It really doesn't matter your placing as long as who's on your team, and I get that. Plus injuries are added into it. So I can get why like the Lakers are 8, the Clippers are 10, because of injuries and things of that nature. But I still don't agree with this list at all. It does only show the top 10. For all 15, you gotta buy it, and I'm not buying ESPN Plus to see no freaking things. I could have went on like Reddit and found one, but I really don't. It's not that serious. The first 10 matter. So now we're gonna get into making our own. I'm low-key, I'm nervous though. This is weird. I've never done anything like this, like not on camera. So okay, so shout outs on Enjoy Basketball. If y'all know who created it, shout out to them boys, Kenny Beecham and his team that created Enjoy Basketball. They made this little predictions things on their app or like website, and we're gonna use it today to make our predictions. Now start at the bottom. Dang, I'm nervous, but at the bottom at number 15, we're going to go San Antonio Spurs. I think San Antonio Spurs are going to be the worst team in the West. Listen, y'all. Okay, this team and then the 14th team, I think, is the Utah Jazz. After the Utah Jazz, y'all, hold on. Okay, so after the Utah Jazz, bro, to me, in my opinion, hand up to God, right hand on the Bible, I think they say, or whatever. I don't know, bro. Like, literally, someone has to be the bottom. Who is going to be the bottom, the 11 through 13? I think the easy answer is like Houston. Oh, okay. I'm tweaking. My fault, y'all. Let's do this. Hold on. I forgot. I missed this team. Whoa. Is that all the bad teams? Okay, we got all the bad teams. Okay, 11 and 12. Who's going to miss the playoffs? This is 12 basketball teams here in the West alone that can genuinely make the playoffs. Like, genuinely make the playoffs. Like, of course, there's locks. Like, Denver's probably a lock. I would say the Lakers are a lock. But then it's like Pelicans gonna miss it this year again. Thunder gonna miss it this year. So I'm going to go for number 12. At number 12, I believe. Okay, we're gonna go Houston, right? I think Houston probably 12. They got a lot of young players, but they also got some vets they added this offseason that I think that should help make the playoffs. But at 11, I'm gonna go with I think Dallas was 11th last year. Either that or they were playing. No, they completely missed the plan. They weren't even playing. So Dallas was this 11th seed. I watched some of their preseason game. I won't say they're as bad as last year, and I'm not gonna judge preseason. It's preseason, but. You know, it was still questionable. It was still questionable, but I don't know. I'm probably not gonna go with them. Who do I have missing the playoffs? The Thunder who I believe is going to be better with Chet Holmgren, Phoenix, Sacramento, Memphis. Y'all, someone in this bunch has to miss the playoffs. Not even just they have to miss the play-in. That's the hard part. Because I think Sacramento, as a great of the season they had, right, they can easily be that team that was high and then drop. Like, they can easily be that team, especially with all the other teams getting better. But at the same time, with the coaching that they have, the assets that they have over there, with the players, I don't see that being a realistic drop-off. I don't think they go from being one of the best teams to out the playoffs, or like, yeah, one of the best teams to out the playoffs. So I'm going to go with the Thunder. So we're going to go OKC at number 11. Right, so this is our lock of teams that are just not going to make the playoffs. I want to make this very clear. I do believe the Thunder can make the playoffs. I just don't think that they will. I do believe they can. I just don't believe that they will. I think these other teams are just a little better. Now we have to lock in the 9 and 10 who are playing teams but still playoff teams. So I gotta do it to where it's like they can have a worse record, but I still have to, like, 8-7 have to be the playoff teams. Even if you're the 9th, 10th, y'all gonna get it, bro. Let's get into it. Okay, so at number 10, we have the Dallas, Denver, Golden State, Los Angeles Clippers, Los Angeles Lakers, Memphis, Minnesota, New Orleans, Phoenix, Sacramento. At number 10, I'm gonna go. At number 10, all right, things are getting hype. I have to put the hoodie on, dude. I'm nervous. At number 10, we're gonna go. You see, I have to say it a couple times because I genuinely don't know. At number 10, we're gonna go Dallas. At number 10, we're gonna go Dallas. I just don't know how much I believe in their overall team. Like, Grant Williams as your starting power forward, Derek Lively as your starting center. I know you got Luka, and I know you got Kai, but how much of that is better than the rest of these teams' total talent? I just don't believe. Even like Minnesota, right? Minnesota, they have talent. They brought in some good role players, and like they brought back Nickeil Alexander, who played really great for them in last year's playoffs and going into the playoffs. Like leading up to the playoffs, and then they brought in Shake Milton, who's a good shooting guard off the bench. They kept their people. Cat's coming in healthy. He looks good in preseason. Rudy Gobert, another year playing alongside Cat. I mean, somewhat, they had a full, like, it's just, I don't know if they're a better team than Minnesota, right? And then I don't think they're a better team than Memphis, who's going to be without Ja for a while. I don't think they're better than the Clippers, Lakers. And then y'all know, if y'all watch one of my former videos, like, I have high hopes for the Pelicans this season with the healthy Zion, so I don't have them better than that team with CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Dyson Daniels, Jordan Hawkins, Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas, Larry Nance Jr., Jose Alvarado, all these players over there. I think most of those players there are better than their entire roster after Kyrie Irving. I cannot trust that. I can't trust that. Listen, y'all, I can be completely wrong. And that's okay. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I won't lose any sleep. But I genuinely believe, like, they probably not gonna be that good, and they will miss the playoffs again. At number 9, listen, y'all, I'm wilding for this, y'all. I'm wilding for this. I know I'm smoking on this decision, but I really, really, really do not like the collection of the team. But then I do remember they have this one dude, the Warriors, bro. I want to put the Warriors at 9. I don't believe they're a good team. Outside of Steph, I don't believe they're enough talented enough to be better than a lot of these teams can be. Now, the only team that's like skeptical from me is the Memphis Grizzlies, because they're going to be without Ja for a while, for the first quarter of the season, basically. But it's still like, I still like the other pieces. Like, they won't have Ja. They got Marcus Smart and Derrick Rose to fill in that time for him. So I like that a little bit. With the Warriors, I don't like Chris Paul and CP3. I don't like their potential starting lineup with Draymond at the 5. I don't like their depth. I mean, Dario Saric is cool, but I feel like that's their best player off the bench. Him, Gary Payton Jr. Like, where's the shooting outside of Steph and Clay? Where's the shot creators without them? They lost Dante DiVincenzo. I don't think they replaced that with a talented guy. outside of CP3, of course, to like help with creativity off the off the dribble. I don't like the team at all. Steph is great. I believe he can carry the team to a playoff spot. But in my heart and my mind, I don't think this is a playoff team. Hey, I didn't say I was coming. I didn't say I was coming with no cheating. I didn't say I was coming with no lot with no like with no like making sense. I just came to do it. Honestly, I just came to do it. At number 8. So these are the playoff teams I believe they're going to be. At number 8, I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm gonna go with Minnesota Timberwolves, making the 8th seed again this season. And yeah, I really like this team. I just don't think they're that much better than they were last season, but they have enough pieces to be better than the teams below them. And I believe that Anthony Edwards is about to take this hit this season that we saw in Team USA to really keep this team afloat. But this will be one of those teams that are battling with the Warriors in Dallas to be in that play-in spot in 7 and 8. So I do believe, I really like what they can do. I think Chris Finch, he's actually a really solid coach in my opinion. I think another year of seeing the Rudy Gobert cat year of that, and him having a whole off season to figure out that unit, I think he could do really good. Plus, they got Mike Conley, who's a really good facilitator, and we saw how good he was for them after the D'Angelo Russell trade. So at number 7, okay, y'all, I'm finna cook. Let me cook, y'all. Let me cook. At number 7, we're gonna go Memphis Grizzlies. So the reason I went Memphis is just like I believe that their lack of forwards is going to be really impactful for them, because their defense, as much as I like Jaren Jackson, Defensive Player of the Year, and Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year, I think the forward spot is wide open. And as great as Marcus Smart is, he can't guard Jason Tatum, but specifically in West, he's not guarding Paul George. He's not guarding Kawhi Leonard. He's not guarding LeBron. He's not guarding these big forwards who are pretty good in the West. So I just don't see him. I'm not saying he won't matter, but I don't see that being much of a reason that they're as good as they were the last couple of seasons. And I'm not saying that Tyus Jones is a better defensive player. I just think at the forward spot, the part that they lack a lot of is going to catch up in this standings this year and throughout the season. And without saying, I don't know how well they'll start the start of the season without Ja. They could be really good. They were good without Ja the last couple of years when he was in and out the rotation due to injury. But that was when they had a facilitator in Tyus Jones. I keep they lost a couple of people. They lost Tyus Jones. Every time I think of Memphis, I just feel like they lost a couple of people that were really impactful to their unit. But I'm thinking about it as like, nah. Oh, Dillon Brooks. As much as the jokes we say about Dillon Brooks, he was still one of their best players in terms of what he brought to the team. The defensive side on the wings, like he's the guy they use to guard LeBron James, to guard Kevin Durant. I didn't even say Kevin Durant when I was making the list. Kevin Durant. He was the guy they put on those people. So without that, it's like, who's taking that responsibility? And I don't trust Marcus Smart at 6'2", 6'3" to guard LeBron James at the post. I don't trust Marcus Smart to guard Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. I don't trust him that much. But I do like the other assets they have on the team. I really think Derrick Rose is going to have an incredible season with the team. I believe Ja Morant, when he gets back, is going to have a pretty good season. I won't say like extravagant, but he'll have a season he had before. Jaren Jackson Jr., I think he'll be the same with Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Steven Adams is hopefully healthy. But, I mean, hopefully we get a stride from Zion Williams. I don't know what it's looking like for him. And Desmond Bane, of course, is there. So I love Desmond Bane. Everyone loves Desmond Bane, the perfect role player. It's next to a Ja Morant kind of guy. So, yeah, man. I do have him 7. I think I like this spot personally. I could be wilding. At number 6, I'm going to go to the New Orleans Pelicans. I think the New Orleans Pelicans, oh my God, I got to stop doing that. This is also, because we're already this deep, this is also like with the mindset everyone is healthy and subtractive trades. Like we just went straight off of set teams and finished the season with your set team. So if it's a trade that happened that changes the Warriors or somebody, then I think that's what will happen. But set Team New Orleans Pelicans, one of my favorites to win, bro. I love this team so much. I know it's like I shouldn't love this team. And I was okay scrolling through this team on 2K. I was like, why do I love this team so much? But I believe so heartily in Brandon Ingram. I know people are going to take his Team USA time and equate that to his productivity going into the season and how he plays like off ball and his shot creation next to Zion for a full length season. But I just think he was just in a system where he had to get Anthony Edwards, Jaren Jackson, Austin Reeves, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, all the guys that he's never had around him on a full team. So he's going to go back into the situation where he's the guy. He's the number one. He's the 1-2 next to Zion. And it's going to flow. He's around players that he's been around with. The team is still the same. This is the same unit. From Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, CJ McCollum, Larry Nance. I already went on a spiel about this team with the addition of Jordan Hawkins, Dyson Daniels. Hopefully he takes a jump. I like this team a lot. So for that reason, I'm having number 6 being a playoff lock. At number 5, we got the Clippers. I think the Clippers at number 5 is a good spot. I think this team, again, fully healthy. I think this is one of our best teams in the league. I love the addition of Russell Westbrook last season. I think he's really the kind of player that fits with this group of team. You got perimeter shot creators in Kawhi and Paul George, better than like LeBron and AD. So it spaces the floor. He can hoop with them a lot better than he did with the Lakers. And you guys saw it in the Clippers Suns series. Like, he was amazing in that series. He put his whole heart into it, and it was just cool to see him back to like Russell Westbrook, being able to do what he does and affect winning in a positive way. So that was pretty cool. I really like this team. Now, of course, the world is maybe expecting the James Harden thing. If they do get James Harden, I don't see much changing. I get more confused, and if anything, I get a little bit more scary, because that's a lot of egos to handle in one locker room for me to really trust this team to win it all. Too many people that need the ball in their hands to do something. Where does Russell Westbrook fit next to James Harden? Are you running a lineup of Russ, James, Paul, Kawhi, Zubac? I don't like that unit. You got two people that's just finna be standing there in Russell Westbrook and James Harden. I mean, Russell will cut though, but you know, he has to cut. He can't take the 3 ball. James Harden's not gonna move off ball. Paul George and Kawhi, you trust, and Zubac's a great rebounder. I think their rebounding takes a humongous hit, because like I can't expect 6'8" Kawhi and 6'7" Paul George, 6'8" Paul George to really be down to rebound a lot on a team like the Memphis Grizzlies, on a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, so I'm kind of like, ugh, if they do get James Harden. But the team like it is now, I really like this team. Deep as hell, like always. I think they're lacking a backup point guard play, but they trust Terrence Mann to play 1 through 5, honestly. So I like the team. It's a pretty good team. Going on to number 4. So our last 4 is Denver, Lakers, Phoenix, Sacramento. Damn, y'all. We've been cooking, in my opinion. I feel like we've been cooking. At number 4, I'm going to go. Damn, I'm stuck. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Damn. At number 4, I'm going to go the Denver Nuggets. I'm gonna go Denver Nuggets. Listen, y'all. Let me explain, bro. The reason I'm gonna go Denver Nuggets is because I don't believe they're playing with the mindset of having anything to prove. Yes, they still have Jokic. Yes, they still have their core guys. Yes, they're still a championship contender. I think regular season wise, I don't think they're going to be not as good, but as caring enough to win 10 straight, 12 straight games. You know, they're going to be one of those teams that will win 6, lose 2, win 8, lose 1. Like, they're going to be one of those teams, and I just think, not even saying that's not great. Like, that's 1 seed, like, stretches of basketball, but I don't know. I just don't believe these other 3 teams. I feel like they're playing with this, are going to play with this, like, having to prove something. And it's really up for grabs, this and the next thing I'm put, just because I don't know how well this team would do. But at number 3, we're going to go the Phoenix Suns. I feel like I'm wilding, huh? I feel like I'm wilding right now. and I'm like a real analyst or something, but I'm trying. But yeah, number three, we're gonna go the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns are finna. I don't think they're going to dog walk people. And because of that, I'm going to switch this real quick. Let's switch that. So we're going to go Phoenix in number four. And the reason why we're going to go Phoenix in number four, because I think it's going to be hard in the beginning stage of their season. I think they're going to be one of those 500 teams throughout the first 2-3 weeks, 8-8 type of thing. Just because I think they'll have moments throughout the game in late games where they just don't know what to do yet. They have to trust Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. And then I don't know how trustworthy I am of their role players. Not saying I don't love the role players. They have really good role players over there. Eric Gordon is over there. My boy Keita Bates-Diop is over there. Yusuf Nurkic, who's a solid center. I think they have Landry Shamet over there. No, I think Landry Shamet isn't there anymore. Grayson Allen, who's over there. So they have a lot of good team players. But how good would they be next to Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal? Because I would say, obviously, 4 is still a great seed. That's not a bad seed, but I just think they're going to have moments in the game where it's like they don't know who to give the ball to in the moments. And not saying that's going to happen a lot. They're probably going to blow out a lot of teams due to their scoring. But also the defensive side of the ball is like, I don't know how much I trust them defensively against teams like Denver, against teams like the Lakers, against teams like the Clippers, as well as they have the talent for the offensive side. Their defensive side isn't great. Yusuf Nurkic isn't a great defender. KD isn't an elite defender. He's a good defender because of his size and length. Devin Booker's an okay defender on the perimeter, and Bradley Beal is a bad defender, or at least he's like an unseasoned defender because last couple of seasons he haven't been the best. He's had to be the number one option for his team, so it's gonna be different to see how good defensively he is. I think he'll be a solid perimeter defense, but he's still a small guard. I think Bradley Beal's only like 6'4", so it's gonna be questionable. Whoever they put at that 4 spot or 3 spot next to him is probably going to be Josh Okogie. I wouldn't be surprised if Yuta Watanabe makes the rotation, like in terms of like that starting spot. Doubt it, but he's a really good shooter. Yeah, man. All right. At number 2, the number 2 standing team, I believe, will be the Los Angeles Lakers. Damn it, Los Angeles Lakers. To me, this has been the best. This is the best Lakers constructed team since LeBron's whole tenure. To me, it reminds me of the first year LeBron went to the Lakers, and it was like LeBron, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, all the young cats, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma. It was all those guys, and before people don't like to mention it, it's whatever because it didn't lead to anything. But that team was a top 3 seed before LeBron got injured, and then everything just tumbled throughout there with Zoe and Brandon Ingram, all those guys getting injured. So to me, that was a good team. This team is as good, if not better, than that team with the addition of D'Angelo Russell staying on the team from last year. Gabe Vincent, good backup point guard. I love Vando. I said his name, but Vando. They got group role players, Atari Prince, Christian Wood just put this team over the top in my opinion. Jackson Hayes is definitely giving me like a Zubac kind of vibe where you can play him for 10 minutes a game, 10 to 15 minutes a game, where you play him like JaVale McGee, where you play him in bunches, but obviously he's not going to play a 20-minute game unless he's just really impactful that game. But he'll be like 4 minutes in the first, and you go AD at the 5, or like he can be that kind of guy. I just don't know what they're going to do yet. Christian Wood can be that too, but I think Jackson starts for the whole purpose of that, but I don't think they're going to do that. Cam Reddish, I didn't even mention Cam Reddish, because the reason with Cam Reddish is as good as he is, I don't know how much better he's going to be than Max Christie, who is another player that can crack this team's rotation. I think it's a battle between them. And it's a lot. And Austin Reeves, man. Austin Reeves played amazing in Team USA. And I just expect him to continue that going into this season. So it's a lot, honestly, in all reality. I know it's like wild to put this team number 2 when you got a 40-year LeBron, injury-prone AD, but without injuries and just basketball team alone, I think this is the second best team in the West, and obviously I believe this team is like top 2 in my top 3 in championships contender next to Denver and the Phoenix Suns, and even I looking no cap go to the Kings. But I don't think the Kings are better than them. But yeah, number 1 seed out of the Sacramento Kings. I think they're just going to kick ass this season, straight up. I just think they're going to dominate. I think they're going to bring the same energy they brought last year into this season. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this team can be that kind of team that, you know, was good last year, one of the best teams last year, and then go to 7th, 8th. Like, they can easily be that team if they don't continue the energy and the thing. But I think they just came with such a sucker punch against the opponents last year that the teams weren't ready for the Kings to be as good as they were. But now I feel like going into the season, teams are a lot more prepared for the Kings, knowing that the Kings are actually a really good basketball team. But I still think don't think that would matter. I think De'Aaron Fox is going to continue his excellent play. I think Sabonis is going to be solid. I hope Keegan Murray takes that jump and becomes a better shot creator for the team. And the role players say the same. I think the loss to Terrence Davis is like, Harrison Barnes is like, but I don't think that really matters. I think their offense was just so good, so fast. They were unguardable for a lot. I mean, last season there was 2, right? So this isn't a crazy leap from where they were last year, but I think they could do it. I think they're the team that becomes the number 1 seed. Wow, I haven't talked this much basketball and like broken down team by team in such a long time. This is a lot. But I mean, obviously, I would love if you guys comment down your thoughts. Tell me if I'm wilding. I'm not scared, bro. I'm not scared, bro. If y'all think I'm wilding, I'm wilding. Right? If y'all think if y'all think I was spazzing though, comment down if I was spazzing, bro. I don't be spazzing like that. But I feel like I was really cooking this one. And now I'm gonna kind of take a picture of this just so like just so I can remember, like, all right, this is my thing. Like, I have to commit to it as much as I can until like injuries happen, unfortunately, and a trade happens. But this is my thing going to the season for the Western Conference. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down your thoughts on the standings, what y'all think, if I'm wilding, if y'all agree with me. And I mean, if y'all want, this never happened before. Y'all can send me y'all thoughts, and I'll be there to watch it. No cap. You feel me? But I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I don't say that enough, but you guys subscribe anyway, and I appreciate that. I think last time I checked, we're at 114 subs, y'all. Let's get to 500 subs, and let's get to 500 subs. That's all I'm saying. I want 500 subs. Can we get to 500 subs? I hope so. Peace.